and can't wait to go out there with my boys tonight.
Your head coach, Kevin O'Connell, told us last week he pointed to you as an example of the poise that the team needed. Where does that calm confidence come from?
I feel like the confidence in my brothers around me, confidence in my coaches, and at the end of the day, just keeping things simple and executing that play at hand.
Tonight, across the field, you know that quarterback well, Michael Penix. You beat him in the national championship game. What's the key to getting the win against him and the Falcons tonight?
All right, please hold. Come on. Come on, catch up. Be a little faster, huh? All right, please hold. Okay, we're underneath. Come on, catch up. Be a little faster, huh? All right, we're good. You can actually hear me now. Hello again. Anyway, game's about to start. Where was I? Welcome to St. Rocket Live. I am St. Rocket. I am very, very bad at this. It's only my third time doing this, so, whatever. Anyway, I'm St. Rocket. You're going to be watching the Falcons and the Vikings. Here in my beautiful home. Just a sec. Just gotta do some stuff. Game's not started. You're not missing anything. Oh, please. Oh, please. Battle Bio. Sendenshi. Bioman. Oh, we're getting underway. Okay. D. Alford and Nathan Carter back to receive the kickoff for the Falcons. So they will get the ball first. And that's going to be a touchback, which I believe brings up to the 35-yard line. Michael Penix Jr. coming onto the field. Whoa, okay, no. We're not here to watch Tom. We're not here to watch Smosh. We're here to watch football. All right. Well, I'm here to watch football. All right. This is a gosh darn disaster. Okay. All right. So, the Falcons have the ball. So, wait, football. There we go. So the Falcons have the ball on the 35-yard line. Penix in the backfield, back behind him, hands it off to the running back who breaks the tackle. And he is past the 50 up to the 40. Number 7 for the Vikings. That is Bijan Robinson with the Vikings first down. All right. If you're wondering why I'm wearing the mask, self-confidence. Got to find it somewhere. All right. That was a heck of a run by Bijan. Okay. Ball is on the 40-yard line of the Vikings. Penix in the backfield. Back behind and in front of him to his right. Bijan takes the ball again, and he is past the 25 up to the 23-yard line. Another great run by Bijan Robinson. Excuse me. Yum. Tasty, tasty water. That is one couple of heck of a runs by Bijan at the moment here. He's got at least 20 yards to begin with. So, let's see here. Getting things settled. All right. Penix hands off to Robinson, who breaks a few more tackles. Gets up to the 18-yard line, it looks like, of the of the Vikings. So let's get the game cast up here. There we go. All right, the ball's on the Minnesota 18, and they are in the red zone. Bijan already has 47 yards. There have been 3 plays. He's got 47 yards already. That is ridiculous. If he keeps this up, this is going to be a long-ass night for the Vikings. All right. Second and 5. Bijan gets the ball again, slips on the turf, and maybe gets a yard. Looks like he'll get a yard there. Okay, so it'll be 3rd and 4 on the Minnesota 17. Tackle by Jonathan Allen, defensive tackle for the Minnesota Vikings. All right. So, hopefully, for the Vikings' sake, they can get these 4 yards. It would be terrible if they just run right over the Vikings and then plummet right before they get to the end zone. So anyway, Penix is calling his first timeout. All right, there is an issue at the line, so Penix is going to call his first timeout. So that will drop them to 2 for the half. If you don't know much about football, there are 2. Every team gets 3 timeouts each half. So there's 2 quarters and a half. Each team gets 3 timeouts. So that is I believe, 30-second timeout. Yeah. I'm not looking towards anybody. Nobody else is here. It's just me and my mask and my hair. Does my hair look? Does my hair look okay? Yeah, my hair looks fine. All right. Showing Brian Flores, Vikings defensive coordinator, his 3rd season in Minnesota. So 3rd and 4 from the Minnesota 17. Penix in the backfield. Robinson to his right. Steps up. He's now behind center. Oh, there is a flag. It looks like we've got an issue here. False start on the offense. So that's false start on the offense. That will push them back 5 yards, and that will be out of the red zone, I believe. Yes. So it's now 3rd and 10 from the Minnesota 23-yard line. Oh, hey! Wow! My first bots! That's great. How do I turn them off? Uh-oh. How do I turn them off? Okay, Penix in the backfield. Robinson off to his left. That is a low snap. Penix uncorks it. He gets not quite enough. He gets up to the... He gets 2 yards short of the first down. So that was Kyle Pitts Sr. So that was Kyle Pitts with the catch, not quite far enough. So they're going to go for it. You know what? I don't hate this call. They're going to go for it on 4th and 1. They're deep in the Vikings territory, so if they turn the ball over on downs, then the Vikings get it at their own 18. And there's a flag. There's another flag. And it is delay of game on the Falcons. A very promising start for this team. Unfortunately, they just could not get anything going. And it looks like they're going to go for a field goal. Let's see here. All right, we'll report. Okay, so that looks like it's going to be a 38-yard field goal. Younghoe Koo. It is up, and it is good. It is through the upright. Just barely through the upright. No, that is not Koo. I don't believe that is. Is that Koo? Oh, I'm so confused right now. Hold, please. Hold, please. Unwarned commercial content. Alright. Alright, gotta deal with some bots here. Hide user on this channel. Alright, good. Alright, I gotta do some upkeep here. Alright, I gotta do a little bit of upkeep here. Don't worry, you're not missing anything. I'm seeing a local... I'm seeing an ad for a local car dealership with some cute dogs in it. So, you're missing that. Alright, let's see. I'm sorry, that was Parker Romo with the field goal. So, that is good. So, that was 3 points there. So, the Vikings will take a 3-0 lead in the first half. This is the first quarter. Alright. I'm going to move some stuff around. Alright. Okay, that looks a lot better now. Alright. Okay. So, let's see here. So, we're good. By the way, if anybody's watching and want to know what's up with the Emmys, I'll pop in every once in a while and say, hey, here's who won. Maybe. Alrighty. Come on, I gotta go to Discord. Bring up Discord. Alright. Cool, cool. Alright, here we go. Alright, we are back. The game is back on. And it is going to be fielded by the Vikings at the 3-yard line. And they're going to get up past the 20 to about the 22-yard line, that run. So, here comes JJ McCarthy, second-year quarterback out of the University of Michigan. This is only his second game, however. He lost all of last season with a meniscus tear. I believe it was meniscus tear. But, yeah. So, the Vikings, or as some people like to call them, the purple incarnation of Satan. I wouldn't insult Satan like that. Alright, so, McCarthy in shotgun, back lining it up to his right. Tosses to the left, and that is going to be... that's going to be a catch. That's going to be a catch. 2 yards only, though. 2 yards only. Hey, buddy. The cat's down there. Hey, buddy. You found a box. My cat found a box. Maybe I should put the camera on him. Maybe more people will be in here, though. Excuse me. Yummy. All right. So, he is under center. McCarthy's under center. Running back in the backfield. So, he tosses it off, and he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage. And that is about it. I'm trying to do some stuff here. All right, that was Aaron Jones with the run. That was Aaron Jones. Divine Diablo. What a name. With the tackle. Divine Diablo. What a name. I love it. All right, anyway. Once again, McCarthy is in shotgun. Jones is to his right. Man in motion. McCarthy drops back. He is swarmed, but he gets past the line of scrimmage. He's going to try to get that first down. He reaches for it before he gets out of bounds, but it looks like... No, I don't think he's going to get it. Ooh, he may have gotten it, though. So it's 4th and 1, and the Vikings are now going to go for it themselves. All right, McCarthy under center. He pushes forward. I don't think he got it. I don't think he got it. No, I don't. Yeah, he didn't even get up to the line of scrimmage. So that is going to be Falcons ball. So that is going to be Falcons ball. They're going to have 1st and 10 from the Minnesota 36. Rough call. They probably should have just... You know, the Vikings probably should have spent a challenge instead of trying to push forward. McCarthy didn't go anywhere. He didn't move. He didn't move his legs. You can't move. You can't, do anything if you don't move your legs. You're not going to run like that. So, all right. So, well, the good fortune. Oh, he fumbled. Okay, he didn't quite. Okay. So he didn't quite fumble, but he did lose the ball there. He kind of bobbled it. He couldn't get forward. I am getting more bots. How do I get rid of these guys? Remove. All right. Bijan with the ball. He's running to the right, and he is going to get out of bounds about the Vikings 30. I am trying to do some pruning in my feed. All I'm getting are bots. All I'm getting are bots. I don't have a moderator, so... All right. Penix is in the backfield. Robinson behind him. Takes the snap. Keeps it. Passes to Robinson. A little dump off, and he gets over the first down marker up to the 20. So that is going to be another Vikings first down. First down. All right. Report unwanted commercial content or spam. All right. Get these idiots out of here. I should honestly put up. I should honestly go in here. Put that up. Report. Make sure my volume is off. All right, so we got a... So, okay, that was called a incompletion. So that was not going to be... So that's not going to be a first down. It's an incompletion. I think the ball hit the ground before Bijan could snatch it up. So... By the way, terrible sideline hats they have. They basically just look like a plain, for the Vikings it looks like a plain purple hat with like an enamel pin in the middle, and that's it. It's like the official hat. So, I see 2 people on my stream. If you're an actual person, say hello. Please, I need to know you're not a bot. And if you are watching, if you're an actual person, like and subscribe. That really helped me out. I'd really dig that. This is my first night streaming on this channel. I was going to stream on here last week, but didn't get it done in time, so I streamed on my main channel, which is mostly a Smosh compilation channel. Okay, so it's going to be 3rd and 3 from the Minnesota 29. Penix in the backfield, in shotgun. Robinson to his right. He's going to snap the ball. He's going to go over the middle, and not over the middle. He's going to go to the right, and that is caught, and that is going to be a Falcons first down. That is a pass to the right by Kyle Pitts with the catch. 14 yards. So the Vikings. I keep doing this because their names sound so similar. Got the Falcons and the Vikings. All right. All right. So Pitts with the first down. All right. Two backs in the backfield. Penix in shotgun. Snap. Pass to Bijan, who is out of bounds at the 11. All right. All right, the Falcons are looking to cook here. So it's now second down and 5. Just enjoying some high quality H2O there. All right, 2nd and 5 from the Minnesota 10. Falcons are knocking on the door here. All right. Penix in the backfield. Snap to Penix, tosses over the middle, and it is incomplete. Robinson had the ball, but he dropped it when he hit the ground, so he's down by contact. So that is what? Who are you? Wait, what? So I got somebody here. Lukey Fresh. No, looks like another. Oh, it looks like another dang bot. All right, Penix under center. He is under pressure. Scrambles to the left, throws it into the end zone. Can't come up with it. That is Mooney, number 7. That is number 7. That is number 1, Darnell Mooney, with the drop. So that's going to be 4th and 5. Oh, hey. Okay, great. You're not a bot. Sorry. Crangus. What? I'm afraid I'm not following. Oh, and there's some more bots. Yay. All right. Let's see. All right, so the kick is up, and it is good. So that's going to be another field goal, and that is going to be 6-0 to the Falcons. So that is going to be Vikings ball when we come back. Alright, just doing some upkeep here. Just doing a little upkeep here. Okay. Okay. I see. Well, regardless, glad you're here. Welcome. Enjoy yourself. Put your feet up. Enjoy the 5 million betting ads. I certainly am not. Alright, yes, DraftKings. We know you own everything. Ugh, I hate it. Okay, so coming back from break, score is 6-0. Parker Romo is the kicker. Is Koo out? So is Koo out this week, or well, regardless. All right, looking at the Minnesota State Capitol there. Koo is out, not injury related, so personal problems. A personal thing. That's fine. All right. So Romo is back, about to kick off to the Vikings. And the kick is up, and it's going to be fielded in the end zone. That is going to be brought out. He's up to the 18. So that is going to be 18. That is Miles Price with the run, but there is a flag on the play. We got Laundry. All right, so we got holding on the Falcons. So it's holding on the Falcons, so that is going to be 10 yards, and that's going to put the Vikings... I'm sorry, that was offensive holding. My mistake, that was offensive holding. All right, so that's going to kick them back to the 14-yard line. All right, McCarthy under center, man in motion, back in the backfield, hands it off, up the middle goes Jones, bounces off a man, goes to the left, flies through the air, lands at the 21. That's going to be a pickup of 7 for the former Green Bay Packer and still nemesis of the Detroit Lions. All right. All right, it is 2nd and 3 from the Minnesota 21. McCarthy under center. Jones in the backfield. He breaks left. He's going to get about 2 yards up to the 22. That will be 3rd and 2. Ebiketie with the tackle, with the bring down there. We're going to fix some stuff. No, go away. Okay, great. So, all right, McCarthy in the backfield. Jones to his... Oh, Jones is not there. Nobody else is either, and except a whole bunch of Falcons. And JJ McCarthy gets sacked, and that was a big sack. That's going to be 9 yards. That's going to be a 3 and out for the Minnesota Vikings. So they will punt over to the Falcons. That was actually number 27 in the backfield. That was Jordan Mason. And no defense. So they're going to punt it. All right. Right, the punter, Alfred, the returner. All right, and the punt is up. It's coming down around the 30, and he calls for a fair catch at, I believe, the 28 or the 27. So that is going to be 1st and 10 for the Falcons here. The 28, Atlanta 28. So it is now it is still 6-0. Falcons over the Vikings in the first quarter. Whew. Okay. Not so bad for a second. I don't know how people do this for like a whole day. Because some people will stream for the entire day. They will watch one game and then take a small break and then they will go do another thing. They will go do another game. And it is insane to me how people can do that. Oh, God, no more. Oh, okay, here's tonight's paper commercial that you're going to be seeing 5,000 times. listen, I'm not going to say the paper's bad because I haven't seen it. Except I feel like I've seen it because I've been watching the same commercial over the last 2 weeks 300 damn times. It's ridiculous. It's ding dong, yo. All right. I have really nothing to add at the moment, except the Falcons are, despite being up 6-0, this is a very sloppy game so far. Bijan had those huge runs in the first quarter, and then a whole bunch of nothing. So we'll see how it goes. There is 4:35 left in the first quarter. The Vikings have the ball on their own. I'm sorry, the Falcons have the ball on their own 28. So apparently the trouble Penix was having earlier today was because of crowd noise, which, understandable, that is a raucous crowd there in Minneapolis, Minnesota. All right, Penix in the backfield. Hands it off. No, that is a play action. Looking around for a man. He passes over to, I believe that's, no, that's Tyler Algier, number 25. And there is a flag on the play. So let's see what it is. Nothing, I guess. No? Okay. Illegal contact. Alright. That is illegal contact on the Vikings. Alright. That is illegal contact on Byron Murphy Jr., the cornerback for the Vikings. So it's going to be a 1st and 10. So that is going to be a 5-yard penalty and an automatic first down for the Atlanta Falcons. So it's now 1st and 10 on the Atlanta 33. Penix in the backfield, backs behind and to his right. Man in motion, hands it off, and that is Tyler Algier, and he's gonna bust forward for about 4 yards. 2nd down and 6 from the Atlanta 37. It's kind of hard. Okay, so I'm seeing the Vikings injury report. Linebacker Van Ginkel's out. Blake Cashman's on the injury reserve. Okuda's out with a concussion, so their defense is not looking great. All right, Falcons in the backfield. Penix in the backfield, hands off to Algier, who brings it up the middle and brings it over the first down marker. So that's going to be a Falcons first down at the Atlanta 44-yard line. Hey, buddy. And he's brought down, and that tackle is credited to Jonathan Greenard of the Vikings. Just doing some upkeep here. Hold please, hold please. All right. Penix once again in the backfield. Fakes the handoff, throws it across the right. Leaping catch by number 8. That is Kyle Pitts again, and that is going to be a Falcons. I keep doing this. A Vikings first down. I can't talk. I keep saying Vikings when I mean the Falcons, and I do the other thing as well. Anyway, Kyle Pitts, first down. That's going to be first down in Minnesota territory at the Vikings 43-yard line. I wish it were two teams with dissimilar sounding names. Penix in the backfield. Man in motion, and we got a flag. It looks like we got a flag in the backfield with 2 minutes left in the first. And that is going to be a false start. That's going to bring it back 5 yards to the Minnesota 48-yard line. And that is on Pitts. So, giveth and taketh away more. Gosh darn bots, I don't like you. All right, 2 minutes, minute 50, minute 40, 89, 48, 47, 46. Penix in the backfield. Back behind him, looks like that is Robinson. He's going to play action. He rolls around to his right, passes to number 5, and that ball, it looks like, I think that Drake London dropped the ball. And that is Vikings ball. Oh, that's a heartbreaker. Oh, Drake London had... Oh, I see what happened there. All right. So Eric Wilson, linebacker of the Vikings, punches it out, and it's returned forward by Theo Jackson. So that is now Vikings ball. And I do mean the Minnesota Vikings. So that is going to be Vikings ball. Wow. This game is going back and forth. I kind of love that. All right. Got to do some bot removal. Let's got to do some bot removal here. That is unwanted. Hide user on my channel. Hunt his butt out of here. If you are an actual person, like, subscribe, comment, do all those things. Although it's not like anybody can do anything about them because YouTube will just turn on restricted mode and nobody will see it anyway. So that is going to be Vikings ball. So we'll see if McCarthy and the rest of the offense can do anything with that. So last week, the Vikings and McCarthy, terrible first 3 quarters. And then, as if out of nowhere, JJ McCarthy becomes a superstar, leads 3 touchdown drives to lead the Vikings to a win last week. Whew. Oh, man. So just doing some upkeep here. Let me take a look at something. Let's see here. 33 takeaways last year by the Vikings defense, yeah. Let me take a look here. Alright, so the Vikings will have the ball. Minute 28 left in the first. McCarthy play action, tosses over to the right, and that is Justin Jefferson. That is a first down. That is going to be, I believe, the 30 or 31-yard line. Interesting. All right, McCarthy. No, that's the second one. I'm sorry. I thought it was the first down. That was 2nd and 1. McCarthy under center. Hands it off. And hands it off to Jordan Mason, and that's going to go nowhere. So it's going to be 3rd down on the Minnesota 40. So it's 3rd and 2 on the 40. Doesn't look like he got any. Yeah, he didn't get any blocking. So 20 seconds left in the first. It looks like the Vikings are going to try to get that out before the end of the half. McCarthy in shotgun, back lined up to his right. Hands it back off to Mason, who gets over that first down marker. So that is going to be a Vikings first down on the 49, I believe. 39, excuse me, I believe. And that is going to be the end of the first quarter. So, with the Vikings driving, it's going to be 6-0 at the end of the first quarter. So, it is now the second quarter. Not obviously. All right. Oh, I'm gonna take this this opportunity to stand up for a sec and give myself some more H2O. So I shall return. Hold please. We are back here in Minneapolis, Minnesota. I'm not in Minneapolis. Or maybe I am. Who knows? Do you know? You don't know. Or you might know if you follow my Instagram, which is down here. I never post, except maybe stories, because social media is a virus. So I like to stay as clean as possible, but I do like some Instagram. There's some cool folks over there, so, you know, say hi, and maybe I'll post something more than once every 3 months. All right, so Vikings have the ball here on their 42. It's 1st and 10. They are now going the other way. So McCarthy, play action, short pass to the right, and that is Mason again, and that is going to be 2 yards. So that's 6 yards after catch, so he caught that 4 yards behind the line of scrimmage. 2nd down and 8 from the Minnesota 45-yard line. Alrighty. McCarthy sends a man in motion, play action. He is going to run it past the line of scrimmage. That's going to get about a yard, so it's going to be 3rd and 7 for the Minnesota 47. 3rd and 6, excuse me. 3rd and 6. I just realized there's 2 people watching because 2 of them are me. All right, McCarthy far in the backfield. He's in shotgun, back lined up to his left. That is Mason again. Takes a snap. It's a little low. Tosses to the right. And it is a leaping grab. Great catch by Jalen Naylor. And that is going to be a Vikings first down at the Atlanta 41. 1st and 10. Diablo neutralized, and that is one heck of a throw. A little high, though. That's the thing. These leaping catches are spectacular, but you can't do those all the time because more often they're not going to fly over the guy's head. He's not going to get any yards, and you're going to have to give the ball back. So hand off to Mason to the left, and that's going to pick up 6 yards. And that's going to be a 2nd and 4 from the ATL 3-5. Should have stood up for longer than just to get more water. Second and 4 from the 35. McCarthy under center, and there's going to be a flag. It looks like there is going to be a false start on the Vikings. Indeed there is. So that's a false start that's going to send them back 5 yards, and that's going to make this a 2nd and 9 on the Atlanta 40. The penalty's on Will Freeze. All right. So far, the Falcons have had 3 penalties for 15 yards. I really didn't catch what the Vikings had, unfortunately. Hand off to Mason. Stutters a little bit. Goes. Oh, he is dragging the pile with him, and he gets almost that first down. It's going to be 3rd and 1 on the Falcons' 32-yard line. Honestly, this is a great place to just give him the ball back. Give Mason the ball back and try to get that last yard. Pardon me. All right. 3rd and 1. McCarthy is in the backfield. He's going to hand that off to Mason, who's going to get the first down. So that's going to be up to the ATL 30. And it's going to be first down Vikings. The Vikings finally doing some driving here. Hopefully we'll see a touchdown before long. All right, that's going to be first in town from the Atlanta 30. And let's check their team stats right now. So let me go to the penalties. 3 for 14 for the Falcons, 3 for 20 for the Vikings. All right, back to it. McCarthy is in trouble, and he's going to get sacked way behind the line. That's going to be a loss of, looks like 9. That is going to be a, they mark it as 8. I'm always like 1 or 2 yards off, just a little bit. But it's 2nd and 18 from the Atlanta 35. Yeah, the pocket collapsed real quickly there. Now they just went around the pocket. All right. McCarthy lining up in shotgun. Back lined up to his left. Takes the snap. Toss over the middle. And it is bobbled. It is bobbled by number 87. That is TJ Hawkinson. A lot of bobbles tonight. A lot of bobbles, a lot of drops. These on both sides, on both the Vikings and the Falcons. That's the thing. There's 2 syllables in their names. Viking, Falcon, Viking, Falcon. The Vikings and the Falcons. All right, McCarthy back in shotgun. No backs lined up. It's going to be pure pass play. Looking over the right, and that is going to be caught. No. No, okay, that is a first down. All right, he was down. He caught the ball, and he... Okay, the ground forced the ground forced the ball out, but he had control of that. So they're just going to let it go. All right, it's 1st and 10 from the Atlanta 19. McCarthy in shotgun. Takes the snap, tosses towards the end zone. That's going to be caught. That's going to be caught on the Atlanta 2. That is going to be caught for the first down by Jalen Naylor. Once again, he's going to catch that, and both feet in bounds. He's got that. That is definitely a good catch. So, the Vikings knocking on the door. So they got 2 yards to go to get that touchdown. McCarthy under center, back lined up in the backfield, sends a man in motion. He fumbles the ball. He picks it back up. He tosses, too high, out of the back of the end zone, looking for Jefferson. He fumbled the ball there, but fortunately he was able to pick it up. Unfortunately, he throws it in the end zone, way over Justin Jefferson's head. Like I said, that's going to happen when you throw the ball so high all the time. Okay, so they're creating that as a fumble recovery. Honestly, that's probably like the best, other than of course the touchdown. That's probably the best end of that scenario that could be. All right, McCarthy lining up under center, and we got laundry. We got a flag. And it's a delay of game penalty on the Vikings. It's going to send them back to the 7. So 2nd and goal from the 7 now. That is their 25th yard of penalties. 4th penalty, 25 yards. Man. A lot of bobbling tonight. This is a very sloppy game so far. Okay, McCarthy under center, back in the backfield. Looks like there's 2 men on the left. He's going to get sacked. He is smushed. And he is tossed down by, let's see, that is number 17 on the Vikings. That is Ebikite. I'm very sorry that I'm going to butcher this name. Arnold Ebikite. Ebikite, I believe. I do apologize if he ever sees this, which he won't. If you ever see this, I apologize. I'm not familiar with your game, sir. All right, 3rd and goal from the 14. And McCarthy's going to run it forward, and he's going to get taken down behind the line of scrimmage. So, okay. Whole bunch of nothing again. All right, that's going to be... He's going to get sacked for a loss of 1, and that's going to be... That will bring out Will Reichard. 59 yards, his longest, last week at the Bears. He's 26 for 32 lifetime. This is his 2nd season. This is a 33-yarder, and it is up and good. It is good, and the Vikings have their first points on the board. However, that could have been so much cooler. Instead, it is 6-3, and the Falcons will get the ball back when we return. Second quarter. It is the second quarter. 7:06 left in the second. All right, I gotta do a little bit of upkeep. Hold please. Hold please. we're back. I just had to do a little bit of upkeep. Didn't want you to see some stuff. Personal stuff that I gotta look into. But other than that, just looking at a few things here. It is also, by the way, the night of the primetime Emmys. So if you're a TV watcher, let's take a look here. Oh, wow. Okay. All right, so we are back. Maybe I came back too soon. So you didn't have to look watch people like All right, so Vikings kick off and Falcons get past D. Alford with the return. That's going to go past the 20 to about the 22. And Michael Penix Jr. is getting a Costco-themed player package. That's interesting. Why is this Costco themed? NBC, you're wild. All right. 1st and 10 at the 22. Penix in the backfield. He's got a man in front, a man behind. 2 wideouts. He hands that off. I believe that's Robinson. Yes, that is Robinson. Up 7 yards. 2nd and 3 from the... it'll be 2nd and 3 from the Atlanta 30. 7 minutes left in the game. Hey, there's Kirk Cousins. Yay. Hey, there's old man Cousins. The guy they spent... God, what was it? Like $110 million or something? Just so he could be a backup. Crazy. All right, Penix in the backfield. Back behind him, I believe that's Robinson. He's going to hand that back off to Robinson. He stutters a little bit. He's going to... not quite. He stops short of the first down. That's the 3rd and 1 from the Atlanta 32. 6:21. We are 6:05, 6:04, 6:03, 6:02, 6:01. 6 minutes left in the first half. 3rd and 1 from the Atlanta 32. That's going to be 3rd and inches. Penix under center, sends the man in motion, hands off, and exploding past the first down marker is Algier. Tyler Algier is going to pick up 4 yards, and that's going to be a Falcons first down. All right, 1st and 10 from the Atlanta 36. Now driving. I'm a lot happier than I was last week because the because the Lions actually defeated their division rival this week. So I'm very happy about that. Penix in the backfield, about 5 yards back. Bijan behind him. He's going to play action. He's going to go. He's going to get smushed. He is sacked about the 21. I honestly don't know if I could say this is filled with offensive missteps or just very good defense, because the defense tonight has been exceptional. Scripted Variety Series winner at the Emmys is Last Week Tonight with John Oliver. Best director for a drama series, Adam Randall for Slow Horses. Penix in the backfield, Robinson to his left. Penix steps back, throws over the middle. Oh, that is incomplete to Ray McLeod. And that is going to be another drop, and it's now 3rd and 20 from the Atlanta 26. Director for a limited series, Philip Barantini for Adolescence. Director for a comedy series, Seth Rogen and Adam Goldberg for The Studio. All right. Seth Rogen now has an Emmy. I have nothing to add to that. He just has an Emmy now. Good for him. 4 minutes, 10 seconds remaining. There's 2 seconds on the play clock. Just in time. Penix is back. He dumps off to Robinson, who gets... he's going to get about 15 yards, but that's still not going to be enough for that first down. It's now 4th and 5 from the Falcons' 41-yard line, and they're going to punt. They're going to punt, and the Vikings will get the ball back. One more time. So the Vikings will get the ball back. All right. Number 13 for the Pinion is back to punt. That is tracking right. It's going to be brought in by number 4 Miles Price, who is immediately swallowed up. Hold please. Hey. By Ford for the Vikings. So that is going to be 1st and 10 from the Minnesota 14. I gotta say, very good defense so far tonight. Winner for director for a comedy series, Seth Rogen and Adam Goldberg for The Studio. I said that already. Let's see here. All right. Supporting actor in a comedy series, Jeff Hiller for Somebody Somewhere. Reality competition program, The Traitors. All right. I don't watch much TV, so I don't know. Okay, Hannah Einbinder won Best Supporting Actress in a Comedy Series for Hacks. Reba McEntire sang the Golden Girls theme. I have nothing to add. Lead actress in a drama series winner is Britt Lower for Severance. Let's see here. Supporting actor in a drama series, Tramel Tillman for Severance. Cool. And supporting actress in a drama series, Catherine Lanassa for The Pit. Hell yeah, Pittsburgh. Woo! I like Pittsburgh, okay? It's a gorgeous city. If you ever get the chance, if you think it's like this nasty, gross city full of like smog and stuff, you're wrong. It's a beautiful city. Jean Smart won lead actress in a comedy series for Hacks. Good for her. Best writing in a drama series, Dan Gilroy for Andor, a Star Wars series. Something Star Wars won an award for writing. Let that sink in for a moment. That is crazy. Also crazy, the Falcons defense has pressured JJ McCarthy on 9 of 14 dropbacks. 64% pressure rate would be the highest if it held since 2018. So that's how good the defense is tonight. And of course, being helped, the defense is also being helped by a lot of bobbles and drops. All right, 3:23 left in the second. McCarthy in the backfield. He's got a back lined up to his right. Hands it off to Aaron Jones, who's going to get 6 or 7 yards. And that's going to be Yep, 6 yards. That's going to be up to the Minnesota 19. All right, 3 minutes 5 seconds left in the second. They don't seem to be hitching up the giddy up, you know? They don't seem to be getting moving, you know? All right, McCarthy in the backfield drops back, tosses over the middle, and that is going to be caught by the returning Adam Thielen. He returned last week after a few years away. A Minnesota legend, Adam Thielen, with the 7-yard gain. That's going to be 1st and 10, the Minnesota 26. 2 minutes, 30 seconds left in the second. Go faster! What are you doing? What? There's 2 minutes. There's like 2 minutes and change left. Move a little faster. McCarthy takes the snap. He's dropping back. He's going to fire over to the right, and that's going to be intercepted. Intercepted by number 83 on the Falcons. Hold, please. No, 82? Billy Bowman Jr. with the interception. He rips that right off of Naylor's back. And that he's going to be down by contact, but he is going to get that interception. So, like I said, this game has been a defensive battle so far. I'm sorry, he was number 33. It looked like 83 from this angle. But that is an incredible interception. Wow. He snags that right off of Naylor's helmet, bounces off of him, and lands in bounds. And McCarthy getting a talking to on the sideline. He's not getting yelled at. He's just like, you know, hey, you're young. You got to watch this stuff. You know? Anyway, Penix in the backfield, so that's going to be on 1st and 10. So hands off to Bijan, who's going to break through for about 4 yards. And that's going to be the 2-minute warning. So, 1:59 left in the second quarter. And a very dejected JJ McCarthy trying to rally his troops. So, looks like he's like apologizing to them, which is, you know, good young quarterback. He's just, you know, he got it. Honestly, it wasn't even really a mistake of his. That was just really good corner play by Bowman. All right, so 2-minute warning. Supporting actor in a limited series, anthology series, or movie, Owen Cooper for Adolescence. Okay. By the way, the winner for Andor, Dan Gilroy, is married to Renee Russo. Some guys have all the luck. If you are under the age of like 35, you may not realize what I believe what the kids would say, a smoke show Renee Russo is. So, you know, lucky man, that man. My God, I'm bright. Yeah, just looking at myself on the camera here. I'm very bright. Because I got my big old TV. I'm watching this on the TV with my computer hooked up to it. I also have a laptop. And I'm using that to track. Yeah, I'm using that to track the rosters, so I can like. Because last week I was like, that was Dave. I don't know. So now I can just look up. Oh, that was number 33. That was Billy Bowman Jr. with the interception. Even though I thought it said 83. So what do I know? We are in Minneapolis, Minnesota. U.S. Bank Stadium. So it is 6-3 just before the end of the first half. This is a very strong defensive game, so it's still a lot of fun. But I would love to see some scoring, you know? Okay, Penix is in the backfield. Man to his right, he is going to ground that, and there is a flag on the field. There is a flag. And now one of the Vikings is clutching is down on the ground. That is Jonathan Grenard, the outside linebacker. Let's check the penalty. It is offsides on the Vikings, so that is going... Oh, and that is also holding on the Falcons. So offsetting penalties, so no penalties. Yeah, if you both take a penalty, then nobody has penalties. No, wait a minute. Okay. So the guy jumps off sides. Grenard jumps off sides. That was Grenard that jumped. And then Wilkinson held Grenard to... Honestly, I don't think that second one should count. I'm not going by like what the rule book says. By the way, I gotta change this. There we go. I don't care what the rule book says. I just think you should, you know, if you're holding a guy who jumped off sides, I don't think the hold should count. Well, what do I know? Is that Lulu Chew? Owen Cooper, who won for supporting actor in a limited series for Adolescence Night, is 15. Wow, cool. Good for him. Hope that doesn't go to his head. Okay, I like this. So Nate Bargazzi, I don't know how to pronounce that last name. He's going to donate $100,000 to Boys and Girls Club of America, but for every 1 second of speech goes over the limit of 45 seconds, he'll subtract 1,000, and then we'll add 1,000 back for every second under the limit. So, I like that. More reward shows should do that. You know, you talk for 2 minutes. Yeah, you talk for 2 minutes of the Oscars. Guess what? You just cost like St. Jude's like $90,000. All right, we are back to it. Minute 56 left in the first half. 2nd and 7 from the Minnesota 35. Bijan takes it forward, and he's going to fall over the first down marker. And that's going to be 1st and 10 from the Minnesota 28. Falcons better get rushing. They've got 2 timeouts, but they should get moving here. And the Vikings took a TO, so let's knock that off. The Falcons are just letting it run down. They got so much time. Oh, no, that was not a first down. That was 3rd inches. So, yeah, they definitely have to go because... All right. Penix is under center. Sends a man in motion. Takes a snap. Gives it to Bijan. No, that is not Bijan. That is Algier, I believe. So that's going to be... So he's going to be pushed forward to the 20. So that's going to be a first down for the Atlanta Falcons with a minute left in the first half. I don't get why the Falcons aren't like trying to move forward quicker. There's now 45 seconds left in the quarter. Penix in the backfield, back lined up to his right. He's going to look fire over to the left. He's going to toss to Algier, who's going to go out of bounds. So that will stop the clock. Tosses it over to Algier, who rolls over Soundman on the sideline. It looks like the bots have left me alone, so that's cool. All right, it's 2nd and 6 from the Minnesota 15. Penix in the backfield, back lined up to his right, takes the snap, looking, firing to the left, and it's going to be short, looking for Kyle Mooney, and that's going to be 3rd and 6, but it will stop the clock. Darnell Mooney, I'm sorry, I don't know why I was thinking Kyle Mooney. Who is Kyle Mooney? All right, 3rd and 6 from the Minnesota 15. 33 seconds left in the quarter. Game clock ticking down. Play clock to 2. Takes a snap. Penix takes a snap. Tosses to the right, and it is past. That is too far to the right of the receiver, Ray McLeod. So that's going to be 4th and 6. It's now going to be 4th and 6, and we're going to get a field goal again. Oh, nothing but field goals so far tonight. I'll be honest, though. This has not been a bad game. It's just been a very defensively oriented game, you know? All right, Romo has made 2 so far, 38 and a 29. This will be a 33. So see if he can get that through the upright. Kick is up and good. It's good. It's a good football. All right, so we're now at 9-3. 9-3. All right. McCarthy gets the ball back with about 30 seconds left to go. About 25 seconds, excuse me. So 25 seconds left in the first half. Nice shots of this very oddly shaped stadium. All right. Ball is caught. It is brought down at the 20-yard line. He lost a lot of time there. So that's going to leave them at the 20 with 18 seconds to go. All right, 25 seconds to go, 80 yards to go, 80 yards to do it with. So McCarthy is 7 for 10 with 68 yards and 1 interception so far. So high snap, but he brings it down. He is sacked. Lots of sacking. So it looks like the Vikings are going to take their second timeout. clock has stopped, so it looks like the Vikings have taken their second timeout. Oh, no, maybe not. The Falcons have a... Yeah, the Vikings have a injury in their secondary. So I think that's why there is... Oh, that's not good. Not entirely sure who that is at the moment. It's kind of hard to tell. He's being surrounded by medical personnel. That is 24. That's AJ Terrell Jr. He's their cornerback. Terrell Jr. He is their quarterback. 4-year man from BYU. I'm sorry. Wrong person. That's Algier. 6 years out of Clemson. He's walking off the field under his own power, so that's good. Looks like there's a bit of a limp, so hopefully nothing serious. That does give the Vikings a little bit of time to get their heads straight. So, 12 seconds left. 2nd and 13 from the Minnesota 17. Okay, so the Vikings took their timeout. So the Vikings took an injury timeout. So that's where we stand. Right. Alright, just waiting for the play clock to get started. And... Alright, play clock has started. 12 seconds left. McCarthy in shotgun, back lined up to his right, takes the snap. Looking, firing. He has got Justin Jefferson over the middle. He is going to be brought down at about the Falcons 33, and it looks like, yep, the Vikings are going to take their second time out. And they have the ball. Got to remember that. Jefferson with a great catch over the middle. Gets, what do we got here? 20 yards after the catch. So that's going to put them on... All right, so Reichert is back up, and he is going to try to hit a 51-yard field goal to cut this deficit down to 3 before the half. The kick is up, and it is right down the middle. That's going to be 6. And the Vikings will go into a halftime with a little bit of momentum. Not a ton. Just a little. But is now halftime. So, fairly, I don't want to say fairly dominant half by the Falcons, but definitely better than the Vikings. But it's only a 3-point game. It's been a very defense-oriented game so far. So, so at the end of the half, we got 12 minutes left in the halftime. So, is 9-6 at the half. Very defense-oriented game so far. We're going to go into the halftime report now, and a lot of happy Lions fans today, including this one. I'm a very happy Lions fan right now. And Joe Burrow got injured today, which sucks, but hopefully it won't be too bad. So, we're going to take a look around here. We'll go into scores here. We'll take a look at the NFL scoreboard. Why not? All right, we'll take a look at the NFL scoreboard here. All right. So, as I said at the beginning, but I didn't say it because I didn't have my mic on for whatever reason. So, the Rams lead the Titans. Sorry, not lead. The Rams defeated the Titans 33-19. The Bengals over the Jaguars 31-27. Like I said, Joe Burrow was injured in that game, but his replacement, John Bowman, I think. I might be wrong. But led the Bengals over the Jaguars. Ravens run right over the Browns. The Bills defeat the Jets 30-10. Patriots over the Dolphins 33-27. The 49ers defeated the Saints. No relation, 26-21. The Cowboys defeated the Giants in overtime 40-37. Lions steamroll the Bears in Ben Johnson's return to Detroit. He was the Lions offensive coordinator the last few seasons. He then left to coach the Bears. But he has come back to Detroit and got mollywopped. So, Lions 52, Bears 21. The Seahawks defeat the Steelers 31-17. The Colts defeated the Broncos after the Broncos committed a penalty on the last play, allowing the Colts to set back up for a field goal and win that game. The Cardinals defeated the Panthers 27-22. And in a rematch of last year's Super Bowl, the Eagles defeated the Kansas City Chiefs 20-17. This is the Chiefs' first 0-2 start since 2014. That is your NFL report for the day. So we'll go back to the game cast. International game starts Sunday, September 28th. Maybe I'll do that one, depending on how good I think the game might be. All right. Oh please, oh please. Stretching here. Heck yeah. So, if I remember correctly, who got the ball to start the game? It was the Falcons. So the Vikings will get the ball at the start of the next quarter, which is probably why they weren't in too much of a hurry to score. So. Just enjoying a little time off. Checking some stuff here. If any of you watch back, and I want to thank anyone who has actually showed up tonight to watch my first stream on this channel. Yay. Let's go back to the Emmys, see what's going on here. Hold please. Hold please. Hold please. Hold please. Hold please. Okay. Live variety special winner, SNL 50, the anniversary special. Winner for writing for comedy series, Seth Rogen, Evan Goldberg, Peter Kjell. Alex Gregory and Frida Perez for the studio. Writing for a limited series, Stephen Graham and Jack Thorne for Adolescents. And that's your winner so far. Uh-oh, Joe Burrow may need surgery. Oh, man, that stinks. You never want to see a player like that get injured. Even if you're not a fan of the team, you know. Injuries like that are awful. Yeah, I don't want to watch the Dallas footage because I don't want to see Dallas win. I don't like Dallas. I don't like the Cowboys. Winner for writing in a variety series Last Week Tonight with John Oliver. And that's it so far. Tina Fey in a very nice dress. Last Week Tonight with John Oliver has won the Writing for Variety Series Emmy every year since 2016. Yes, because it's the only, variety show or, talk show that actually, has good writing. All the others are, hack jokes, Last Week Tonight actually, goes in depth on things. Talks about things, as opposed to just making crappy jokes about it. By the way, I'm reading this off the AP's website. Just giving credit to where it's due. All right, I'm gonna go get a bit more water, so I am going to run real quick and do that. Oh, I'll be right back. We are back. It is almost time for the second half. So, third quarter. Pardon me. Alrighty. We're just about ready to get underway back here in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Doing the skull. Hercules. Sorry. Can't help myself sometimes. Alright. We are back underway. Here comes the kick. And it's going to be fielded back at the 4. It's going to be run up to the right. And the runner is taken down just before the 20. Hold please. Miles Price was the returner. So that's a 19-yard return, and that will be 1st and 10 from the Minnesota 22. I'm feeling much more, what's the word? Not jazzed. I'm feeling much more awake this week, because if you watched last week, you knew on my main channel, you knew that I was friggin' tired, man. I'm just, sleepy. And then the fourth quarter happened, and I was up. McCarthy is under center, sends the man in motion. He's going to toss off to Jones, who gets out of bounds. Aaron Jones pushed out at the 8. I don't know why I wanted to say Alan Jones. It's Aaron Jones. Okay, the center for the Vikings, number 78, is out with concussion. AJ Terrell on the Falcons is also out with a hamstring injury. So, that's a bummer. All right, 2nd and 2. McCarthy under center. He play action fake, tosses over the middle, a little high. Thielen can't bring it in, and that's going to be 3rd and 2. Again, one of those things where he's just throwing a little high. Thielen played with the Panthers. I could not remember what team he played for. All right. All right, 3rd and 2 from the 30. McCarthy back in shotgun. Sends the man in motion. 3 wide outs to the right. He tosses. It's intercepted. It is intercepted once again by Bowman. Billy Bowman, he's still on his feet. He's finally knocked low at the 10-yard line by Justin School. This is not a bad... This is not a good... Oh, no. That's going to be brought back. That is going to be brought back because that hit the ground first. So that is not going to stand. So, no, that is not going to stand. And it's going to be 4th and 2. So that's going to be an incomplete pass. 4th and 2 from the Minnesota 30, and they're going to punt it away. I'm reading the captions on the NBC. Kevin O'Connell's never been so happy to punt in his life. I do not blame him. After that, if I were a Vikings fan, I'd be like, oh, thank God we're punting. Ugh. All right. All right. Let's see. 17. That's opinion. Ryan Wright is back to punt. The snap. The kick is high. It's going to come down about the 20. And that's where it'll be caught at the 20 or 21. So that is Falcons ball. Penix stepping back up, 7 for 13, 76 yards, compared to McCarthy's 8 for 12, 118 yards, and 1 interception. Just 1. Whew, that would have sucked. Oh, wow. All right, 1st and 10 from the Atlanta 21. Penix in the backfield, sends a man in motion. He's got Bijan behind him. He's going to hand off to Bijan, who's going to find a little bit of a hole. He's going to get a few yards. Oh, he is still on his feet. He has not been brought down, and he's going to get up to the 30. That's going to be 9 yards. I thought Bijan was down like 5 yards ago. It's like, oh, well, that's a not bad play. It's a 5-yard gain. Oh, his knees don't go down. He just kind of like rolls off. He kind of rolls off the Vikings play. That's Ivan Pace Jr. Kind of lands on Pace, rolls off him, gets up, and still gets another 4 yards. So that's 81 rushing yards so far by Bijan Robinson, 20 receiving yards. Hands back off to Robinson, who gets past the first down. And he's pushed backwards, but forward progress is going to give him that first down. So if you're watching, no one's watching. But if you were watching and you don't really know football, if you take the ball forward, but you're pushed backwards, they will give you forward progress. So if you get it and then you're pushed backwards and you fall down, that is forward progress. So let's see. Penix is not much, so looks like there's a flag on the play. Flag. And that's false start on the offense, so that's going to bring him back another 5 yards. So that will be 1st and 15 from the Atlanta 27. That's kind of the story of this game so far. The team starts rolling, and then they get thrown back by penalties. So, 1st and 15 from the Atlanta 27. Penix takes the ball, tosses to nobody. I don't know. That was terrible. Yeah. Hey, buddy. Buddy. Hey, bud. Buddy. You got food, you got water, you should be okay. Oh, man. 2nd and 15. Pardon me. From the Atlanta 27. Penix hands back off to Bijan. Stutter steps. Heads to his left now. And it's going to be about 7 yards. Maybe? Oh, that's got to be more than 7 yards. That is 10 yards. So that was a direct snap that went right to Robinson. He tears off for 10 yards. It's going to be 3rd and 5 from the Atlanta 37. So he is close to 100 yards rushing on the game. He needs 7 more yards. Penix is in the backfield. That doesn't look like Bijan is with him. Back lined up to back in front of him. Tosses, and that is caught. That is a catch at the 49 by Darnell Mooney. So that is going to be a Falcons first down. 11:40 left in the third. The ball is at the Atlanta 49. They're almost in Viking territory. Yep, that's a catch. That's a good catch, too. 8 for 15, 88 yards is Penix. That's Penix, P-E-N-I-X. All right. Snap to Penix, who hands off to Algier, who is stuffed behind the line. He is going to lose a yard. 2nd 11. 2nd 11. 10:46, 45 left in the third quarter. Good stop there. What? No, what is it about the third quarter that suddenly starts making me go, sleep? All right, Penix in the backfield, back lined up to his left, looking, firing over to Brain. Stop working. Over to Mooney, so that's going to be gain of about 8, so that's going to give him gain of 9, so that's going to be 3rd and 2. Ball on the Minnesota 49-yard line. All right, Mooney coming out of the game. London is as well. So that is 3rd and 2. Penix in the backfield. He is under center, actually. He's got 2 backs behind him. And he's going to hand it off to Algier again, who's going to get over that first down marker. So that's about 3 or 4 yards. And that's going to be another I'm doing it again. That's going to be another Falcons first down. All right, Tyler Algier. I'm not yawning because the game is boring, because the game is not boring. It's just, I don't know. Third quarter, I started suddenly, my energy level just goes. I don't want to take anything because I got to go to bed afterwards. So, I don't got it, but I want to. All right, hands it back off to Bijan, who's got a hole. He's going to get over the 25. He's going to get dropped about the 21-yard line. So, it's going to be another first down for the Atlanta Falcons. 1st and 10 now. That's going to be a 1st and 10 on the Minnesota 22-yard line. Stopped short of the red zone. All right, Penix in the backfield in shotgun, back behind him. He's got Robinson behind him. He's got 2 wideouts. He's going to hand it off to Bijan, who is going to get past the line of scrimmage. He's going to get about 3 yards, so it's going to be 2nd and 7 from the 19, and they are now in the red zone. All right. Penix once again in the backfield, takes the snap. He is under pressure, rolls out, tosses to the left. He's going to toss that back over to Bijan, who gets out of bounds at the Minnesota 14. It's going to be 3rd and 2 from the Minnesota 14-yard line. Aaron Doherty won supporting actress in a limited series for Adolescent at the Emmys. So Penix under center, sends the man in motion, hands off to Algier, who's going to get stuffed behind the line. That's going to be 4th down. They're probably going to kick another field goal. Jeez. Another field goal. I'm sick of field goals. Somebody throw a touchdown. Bijan's going to get like 200 yards and no touchdowns. Oh, brother. All right. Romo has been 3 for 3 for 38, 29, and 33. This kick is another 33-yard attempt. All right, here's the snap. The kick is up, and it is good. It's good. 12-6. Let me scooch this over. There we go. All right, so it's now 12-6. We've finally gotten into double digits for one of the teams. That's great. Hey, the puppy commercial. Cool. Oh. It's a local commercial, and they got dogs. Actually, I think I can actually show you. Look at them. Look at them puppers. Oh, they're so cute. Oh, puppies. Hi, puppies. Oh, they're so cute, aren't they? Aren't they? They're so cute. Oh, that one barked. That's cute. All right. Yeah, I think I can get away with showing you a local TV commercial. So, but he was so cute. Yeah, I think I got away with showing a local TV commercial. So 6:17 left in the third, and the Falcons are up 12-6. Lead actress in a limited series, Kristen Milotti, for the Penguin, because she's very, very good. And Charlie Hunnam is going to play Ed Gein. Oh dear. Apparently, at the Emmys, they booed that the Corporation for Public Broadcasting is getting shut down. As well, they should. But here's the thing. Why don't you guys fund it? You're all frickin' rich. Well, most of you are frickin' rich. Seth Rogen could probably fund it on his own. You want to show how frickin' enlightened you are, okay? Put your money where your mouth is and fund it yourselves. Because I'd love to fund it myself. I wish I could. I absolutely would. But I can't, because I don't have millions of friggin' dollars. If I did, I wouldn't be here streaming this. Or maybe I would. I don't know. But I'll tell you what, the production would be a hell of a lot better. Kick is going to be returned up to the 30 and stuffed right about there. Oh, wait. No, okay, he's down. He's down. And JJ McCarthy is the new daddy. Aw, his little baby. Aww. Rome Micah McCarthy. He's so cute. Okay. Good for him. Good for him. Congratulations to JJ McCarthy. Speaking of JJ, he's under center. We got a back lined up in the backfield, 2 wideouts. And running back is going to run forward. That's going to be Jordan Mason. He's going to get 3 yards, and now bring him up to the Minnesota 34. It'll be 2nd and 7 with 5:54, 53, 52, 51, 5 minutes and 50 seconds left in the third. McCarthy drops back, tosses to the right. That's going to be Mason again. He's not going to get enough for the first down, but he's going to get a little bit closer. That'll be up to the 1 yard line. So it'll be 3rd and 1 from the Minnesota 40. 5:10 left in the third. Gotta move. All right, McCarthy hands it off to Mason, who's going to be stuffed. He is not going to get there. He's going to lose a couple yards, in fact. So it's going to be 4th down. So it's going to be 4th down and 1. He's actually not going to lose yards. But it's going to be 4th and 1. 4 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in the third. Probably going to punt. This far in their own, they're in their own territory. I don't know. Do you go for it here? They're going to go for it here. They're going to go for it. 4th and 1. Here we go. McCarthy is under center. He's got a back. He's going to handle it himself, and it looks like he's going to get it. I think, yeah, he got it. He got it. The ball's over the line. That's going to be a first down. Going to be first down at the Minnesota 41. Good work by McCarthy. Better than the last time he tried this, because last time he tried a sneak, he lost the ball. Well, he didn't really lose the ball. He bobbled it a little. But he pushes forward, and he gets that first down. All right. McCarthy is under center, back in the backfield, man in motion, 3 wideouts. Hands it off to Mason again, who finds a hole. He is past the 50 on to the 41, but there's a flag. There's a flag. Of course there's a flag. Holding on the offense. There it is. Oh, do something. Oh. That's going to be on Rouse, number 73 for the Vikings. That's Walter Rouse. Walter Rouse, the tackle, second year out of Oklahoma. So that's going to be 1st and 20. I'm not even rooting for the Vikings. I just want, something to happen. This is not fun. This is not fun. All right. McCarthy under center. Play action. He tosses to friggin'. Tosses in. The ball's dropped, of course. See, that's how this game has been going. Drops. There's a big play, and then there's a penalty, and then somebody drops the ball. It's just frustrating, you know? I want to see cool. When I watch a football game, I want to see cool stuff happen. This is not cool. This is clown shoes. McCarthy back in shotgun, back to his left. Takes a snap. He almost gets taken down, but he manages to break free, and he's going to get about 15 yards there. That's 16 yards. So it's going to be 3rd and 4. Excellent. See, this is what I like. That was pretty cool. He was this close. He was this close by getting dragged down by number 27 for the Falcons, James Pierce Jr. But manages to avoid at the last second. He's got legs on him, and he's got some elusiveness. So he's going to need that here in the NFL. All right, he's back in shotgun, back to his left, 3 wideouts, and don't tell me we got another damn flag. Penalty on Minnesota, false start. 3rd and 9. Oh my good Lord. That's going to be on Brian O'Neill. 75 tackle. 8th year out of Pitt. Love you, Pitt. Hate you, West Virginia. I had a bad weekend. Can you tell? Why am I looking at the microphone? Oh, good Lord. All right. 3rd and 9. McCarthy in shotgun. 3 wideouts on the right. He drops back, fires, and it's going to be caught. No, incomplete. Incomplete to Jefferson. The ball hit the ground. It's going to be incomplete. 4th and 9. Yeah, it hit the ground. He tried to trap it, but it slid and hit the ground. All right, punt. All that, and it's a punt at midfield. If you like defensive play, this has been a pretty good game. If you love penalties, you're a masochist, and I want nothing to do with you. Punt is up, and it's going to be fielded about the 15. That is going to be a fair catch at the 17 by Natrone Brooks. Cornerback, 2nd year out of Southern Mississippi. Just curious. Sorry, brain stopped working for a second. I wanted to check something. Just checking some. Just take a look at some stuff real quick. Whoa. Okay. Just checking a few things. Cool. Lowe's commercial here. Why not? Oh, good. The Skycam is sponsored by Walmart. That's cool. That's great. Yay, Walmart. Alright, Falcons get the ball back. I never moved the football. I never moved the football. Please, I am begging you, Falcons, do something. Now, McCarthy's getting his foot taped back up. Alright, Penix in the backfield. Bijan behind him. He's got a wide out to his left and to his right. Bijan breaks through, but not very far. Gets about 3 yards. That's going to be a 2nd and 6. 4 yards, excuse me. I'm always 1 or 2 yards off. That's so weird. I don't know. All right. Falcons, Vikings, Falcons, Vikings, Falcons. 2nd and 6. All right. Penix is in the back. Penix is in shotgun. 3 wideouts. And, oh, he is steamrolled. He is steamrolled for a big loss. That is Jonathan Grenard. Not that injured, thankfully. He was shaken up earlier, but it definitely looks like he's all right. 6th year out of Florida. The outside linebacker. In case you guys can see this, right? 66% chance to win for the Falcons, especially if, the Vikings can't do a damn thing like they haven't been able to do. 15 seconds left in the quarter. And that is going to be broken. That throw is going to be broken up, and that is going to be Kyle Pitts gets broken up. Joshua Miletus with the 6th year out of Michigan with the breakup. So Miletus is in the backfield, sees the play, and immediately just beelines towards Pitts. And it's going to be a punt. Yay, punting. 4th and 4. Well, it is 4th and 14, so I understand. All right, the punt is up. It's going to bounce to the 38. Number 4 for the Vikings has it. He's going to be swallowed up just before midfield. That is Miles Price, the wide receiver. And that's the end of the 3rd quarter. So that's the end of the third last week. JJ McCarthy had a terrible game in the first 3 quarters. And then engineered 4 straight scoring drives in the fourth quarter to defeat the Bears. Although, to be fair, maybe it's just because the Bears suck. That's possible. Oh, okay, it's the end of the quarter, so I'm going to go stand up for a sec. I'll be right back. We are back. It's the fourth quarter. Hopefully the Vikings can do something so this darn game doesn't finish to be a complete defensive, cluster schmoz, All right. McCarthy in the backfield. He's got 3 wideouts. And he's immediately sacked. And he fumbles! He fumbles! And the Vikings have it. The Vikings have it. It is recovered by number 0. Is that him? That's him. It's Divine Diablo. Frankly, I don't care who does things. As long as somebody does something. I want to see some scoring, And yes, I realize I'm talking to nobody. Nobody's watching. I can see the friggin' thing here. 2 people are watching, and they're both me, because I got one up here on my computer, and I got one over here so I can monitor it. Honestly, I can turn this one off because I haven't had any bots. All right, it is 1st and 10. Bijan takes the ball. He is tripped up, but he's gonna. Uh-oh. Oh no, he's okay. He's all right. He gets about 7, 8. I'm off by 1 again. Ah! All right. Oh, that's just a bad break, man. It's just one of those games, man. All right, second and 2 from the Minnesota 30. Robinson in the backfield behind Penix. It is a shotgun. He's going to hand it off to Bijan, who makes a spin move, and he's going to dive over that first down marker. That's going to be 1st and 10. Once again, Robinson. So far tonight, 17 carries, 129 yards. Absolutely your player of the game. Hits that spin move. Dukes a man out of his shoes. Hits that spin move. Robinson, though, on the Vikings, good job staying on him. But he did manage to get enough for that first down. So, all right. The eyes of a killer there. Gives it back to Bijan. He slips a little bit, manages to get outside, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage for about 3 yards. So, 2 yards, of course. I think I'm watching their body. That's why I'm doing it. All right, that's just good defense, good penetration by the Vikings. So, all right, it is 2nd and 12. 12:55 left in the game. Penix in the backfield. He is swallowed. So he's going to be sacked for 9 yards. If you love defense, this is a hell of a game. But my God, if you just want to see somebody score a touchdown, you're dying right now. And I'm kind of dying right now. All right, now they're out of field goal range. It's 3rd and 21. Penix takes the snap. There's a penalty. No, I'm sorry. Timeout, Falcons. Okay. All right, timeout, Falcons. Wrong button. Sorry. Sorry. It's the wrong button. Third and 21. Penix in shotgun. Bijan to his right. He's got 3 wideouts. Man in motion. Takes the snap. Tosses to his left, and that is stopped. He gets like a 3-yard gain, and it's 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit. But that's the thing, this isn't a bad game. It's not like an embarrassing game or a boring game. It's just, I want to see a touchdown. Somebody score a touchdown. 54-yard attempt here by, I forgot his name. Romo, right, sorry. All right, the kick is up, and whoa, that's a nice one. That is right through the uprights. And once again, the Falcons score another field goal. That's going to be 15-6. No. No, Romo, there is your player of the game. That is your player of the game because he's the only person who scored. Now, obviously, Bijan Robinson is the man of the game. Like, he's been doing crazy stuff. But the problem is, you can't do anything else. You can't do everything. You know, Penix needs to back him up. This is only Penix's first real season. Last year, he was a backup to Kirk Cousins, who is fine, I guess. Yeah. I'm rooting for Penix. I think he's a good quarterback, and I think with the right teaching, I think he's going to be a good player. But, yeah, still growing pains. Parker Romo, 5 for 5, 54. That 54 was his long one of the night. Excellent. Alright, just take a look at some stuff. Excellent. Alright. Lead actor in a limited series, Stephen Graham from Adolescence. Good for him. I don't know. I don't watch TV. I honestly don't watch TV that much. It is not a, oh, I'm too good for TV sort of thing. I'm not. But I much prefer, just YouTube. I don't think you can drive. I don't think you can drive ATVs through Lowe's. I'm almost certain. Next time I'm in there, I'll have to ask. Huh? Interesting. The Winter Olympics coming February 2026. I kind of miss the Olympics. Wish I could root for America. Really do. But, go Canada. I guess. Oh, and don't give me the whole... Oh, by the way, don't give me the whole thing. Oh, if you don't like it, leave. I would love to. But I can't, because I don't have any money. And that ball is going to... All right, kick is returned up to the 16. 19. Damn it. Yeah, he got forward progress, so yeah. Hurricane, Ninpu Sentai, Hurricane. McCarthy in the backfield hands it off to Mason, who is rumbling around. He's gonna get 7 yards. He's gonna get 7 yards and be down at the Minnesota 26. Jeff Ulbrich, the who was the Jets offensive coordinator or defensive coordinator for a few years there. He actually coached the team last year after Robert Saleh was deposed. McCarthy under center, man in motion, back in the backfield. He hands off to Mason, who gets a few more yards, so he's going to get about 2 more. That'll be up, 3rd and 1. So much scoring today throughout the NFL, and then this is how they end the game, with no touchdowns and just field goals. So many bloody field goals. All right. McCarthy in shotgun, 3rd and 1. McCarthy in shotgun. He's got 3 wide outs. Man to his right. He's got back to his right. He is firing high. He overthrows. Overthrows Naylor. Yeah. Yeah. I thought a cool thing was going to happen, but no. No cool things happening. Kind of callous here. Yeah, Naylor is wide open, but he just puts too much on it. McCarthy at this point just seems incapable of putting a little touch on the ball. So it's a punt. They're punting. It's 4th and 1 and they're punting. Oh, it's a punt. Yay, punt. It's going to be waved off. Fair caught at the about the 18-yard line. It's now 15-6. And I didn't move the ball again. It's not a big deal. I just want to see some. I just want to see some fun football. I want to see big runs and big receptions and exciting stuff. Instead, there's one exciting thing, and then 20 yards worth of penalties, and then a sack. It's just disappointing. God, this game's so flippin' boring. No, you know what? It's not. It's not boring. It just can't seem to get started. Excuse me a sec. Just doing a thing. Just doing a thing. What are we doing? Just saying hi to Tom. If you don't subscribe to Tom Grossi, then what are you doing? Go over there, give him a subscribe, give him a like. You'd have more fun watching him than me, doing what I'm doing over here. But Saint with a tour. There we go. Saint with the tour. All right. There's Arthur Blank, the owner and chairman of the Falcons, and the owner of Home Depot, which is not as good as Lowe's. That is a personal opinion. Let's just go with that. I don't like their color. All right, I don't like that they're orange. That's my main thing. It's a hard color. Give it off to Bijan, who gets 3 yards maybe. Yeah, Penix is, you know what I almost said. You know what I almost said. I so apologize to you, Michael Penix Jr. But he's a very good young quarterback. I would like it if you had a really big play right about now. 4 seconds left on the play clock. He is in shotgun. Hands off to Bijan, who tries to break free. Who tries to break free, does not get very far. He goes up the middle, gets about 3 or 4 yards. You know what we did today? I watched over an hour long video of every single Super Sentai opening. And now I've got Hurricane's theme song stuck in my head. So that's a little bit how I'm doing today. All right, Robinson in the backfield. No, he's not. Never mind. Penix throws over to the left. He gets a first down. That is Drake London. His first reception of the game. $8:12 left in the about $8:12 left in the fourth. I'm just going by the ESPN StatCast. All right. No, he got 2 receptions. I'm sorry. That's the second catch. All right, Penix in the backfield. 2 wideouts. Man back behind him. Hands it off to Algier, who gets about 2 yards, and there's a flag. Another flag. Let me guess, it's on the Falcons. Yes, it is. Oh, I'm losing it. Do something. All right, 1st and 20, because of course. All right, passes over to London, who gets the first down. Wow. Hey, cool thing happened. I was waiting for a flag. Thank goodness. Holy hell. Woodrow Wilson is going to get enough hate. No, that's true. That's true. He does not. He does not. All right. Finally, something going. All right. Penix in the backfield. He's got a back to his left, and behind him, he hands it off to Algier, who gets up to the 50. Gets up to the 50. Oh, no. And there's an injury. And it doesn't look like a fun one. Oh, gosh. There's an injury. It doesn't look like it does not look like a simple one. Oh, that stinks. Sorry, I did not get to see who that was. I'm not really paying attention. That was Murphy. That was Byron Murphy Jr. 7th year out of Washington. Oh, that stinks. You never want to see that. I had my keyboard set up to like turn different colors as the night went on. You know, I had it in red and I had it in purple, and I've had it for purple the entire flipping game. It's not like you can even see it. I mean, like, here it is. Ooh, it's red. And now it's like, ooh, it's purple. And George Kittle just broke these poor people's window. What's wrong with you, George? How dare you, sir? All right. So now it's red. Neat, huh? All right. Enough clowning. All right. 6:14 left in the... All right, 6:14 left in the game. No, I'm sorry. That is not Byron Murphy. That is Gabriel Murphy. I'm sorry. That is Gabriel Murphy, outside linebacker, walking off under his own power. Second year out of UCLA. So. Hurricane. Taylor Swift's goal? What? What? Football fans. Crazy sons of sons. Alright. 2nd and 6. Penix is in the shotgun. Algier behind him. He's got 2 wideouts. Hands it off to Algier, who gets around to the right-hand side. He tiptoes about the 30. Tiptoes around the outside. Good blocking. 37-yard line. So it's 1st and 10. You watch, though. The next play is going to be like offensive holding or something. We went from last week's insane game to this sane game, I guess. Hands it to Algier, who breaks through. He gets past to the 21-yard line. He is down at the 21. So that is going to be another Falcons first down. Okay, they're marking it at the 20. I can remember it's the ball and not the body that does it. All right, 1st and 10. No, it's on the 20. Yeah, it's about halfway between the 20 and 21. 20 and a half, let's say. Penix back, hands it off to Algier, who gets about 2 yards. 2 yards. So that will be 2nd and 9 from the Minnesota 19-yard line. Let me check this. Yep, everything looking good. And the Vikings are going to take their first time out. 4:18 left in the 4th, and more paper ads. Comedy series The Studio won the Emmys. Limited anthology series Adolescence. And Colbert won for Talk series, as he should. Stephen Graham won Best Lead Actor in a Limited Series. So that's where we're at right now. Thank you, Lukey Fresh, for showing up, even if it was just to make a silly little joke. I looked up Cranjus. It's a Impractical Jokers thing. I think if I fell for it, he might have stuck around for longer, but, whatever. Whatever. We're still in Minnesota. Oh, thank goodness. A good team next week. Well, half of one. Oh, next week's going to be weird. The Chiefs and the Giants next Sunday night, and I will be here to watch that game. At least there should be some touchdowns. I hope there will be touchdowns. There's still a chance we could see a touchdown here. All right, Atlanta leads 15-6. 4:18 left in the game. It's 2nd and 9 on the Minnesota 19-yard line. Penix back in shotgun. Bijan behind him. 2 wideouts. Here's the snap. Hands it to Bijan, who breaks a little bit through. Gets about 2 or 3 yards. And now 3rd and 7. Come on, do something. And the Vikings take their second timeout. So there. All right, Vikings take their second timeout. Playing with my hair. Playing with my hair. Alrighty. Alright, here we go. 3rd and 7. Ball on the Minnesota 17. Penix in the backfield. 2 wideouts. Hands it to Bijan, who gets around to the right. He's going to be... Oh, he's so close. He's so close. No, he's not going to get the first down. They're just going to kick the field goal, aren't they? Oh, they're going to kick the field goal, aren't they? Well, let's see here. And the Vikings take their final timeout. Grand. Bijan has had 168 yards today. Minnesota's had 164. Bijan's got to be like, I just want to score, man. And I'm with you. Oh, they're actually going for it. They're going to go for it. Why not? Sure. Oh, they jumped. The Vikings jumped. Or did they? All right, let's see what's up. Offsides. Finally. Finally, the defense got a neutral zone infraction. And that's a first down. Neutral zone infraction by Jalen Redmond. Defensive tackle for the Vikings. So that's going to be 5 yards. And a Atlanta first down. Why did you jump, dude? We can't move there. I'm with you, dude. All right. Minnesota 6. First and goal, Minnesota 6. Hands it to Algier, who's going to break ahead. And he's going to get to the 4? The 4 or the 3? All right. 3:52, and Minnesota cannot stop the clock again. So they've used all their timeouts. I don't know if that was the right move. I don't think I would have taken all my timeouts at that point. There's still like 3:45 left in the game. Alrighty. Alright, Penix under center. Hands off to Algier, who breaks into the end zone. There's a touchdown! Oh, goodness, there's a touchdown! And it looked like the Vikings just let him in. I think they might have. I think they might just let him in to see if they could get more time. Oh. They just let them. They just let him score. So I'm so glad there's a touchdown. Yay, touchdown. Yay, scoring. But why would you just... I don't get this. This is a terrible idea. Maybe not so much letting them score, but you used all 3 of your timeouts. Why would you use all 3 of your timeouts and then let them score so you can get the ball back? Like, do you really think... Maybe they think, hey, Josh Allen did it last week. Maybe JJ McCarthy can. Hey, why not? He did something good last week. Yeah, but he's not JJ McCarthy. He's not Josh Allen. All right? Maybe with time. I don't know, man. This is a terrible decision. I don't get it at all. Oh my gosh. I'm just having trouble figuring this out. This makes no sense to me. This game is pretty much over. The Pit One Drama Series. All right, let's go Pittsburgh. So Justin School has left with concussion. Aaron Jones is on the sideline, no helmet. Questionable with a hamstring. All right, well, and that's going to be up to the 35. No, this game hasn't sucked. The Vikings suck. You know, pretty much. Yeah, McCarthy, 9 for 17, 124 yards and a touch, and an interception, and 1 fumble. Vikings are down 21-6. Vikings have the ball with 3:22 left in the fourth. And a flag. Nothing happened. There's a flag. Why is there a flag? Nothing happened. Okay, maybe there wasn't a flag. I'm so lost. McCarthy in shotgun, and he gets nowhere. Toss it, dumps it off. 3:18 left. This game was okay for a while, and now it's like a crap show. Oh, this sucks. This game sucks. Let's face it. This game sucks and is bad. This game sucks and is bad. All right, McCarthy back in shotgun, looking around. Tosses to Hawkinson, who gets the first down and gets out of bounds. And he gets out of bounds at the Minnesota 42. Oh, remember Desmond Ridder? I kind of do. All right, McCarthy back in shotgun. Takes the snap. He runs out of room. Tosses it over to Jefferson, who finally gets a catch. That's going to be a first down. That's going to be first down at the Atlanta 36. 2:48 left in the game. All right, McCarthy is back in shotgun. He takes a snap. He goes high, and that's going to be intercepted. Intercepted. But there's a flag. There is laundry, however. That is intercepted by Watts of the Falcons. And that flag is on the offense, and that's going to be decline and first down, Falcons. That was... Help me out here. Help me, Rhonda. That was Xavier Watts. Third turnover on the night by the Vikings. Like, this game was fine until like the third quarter, and now it's just So, barring a massive miracle, that's going to be Atlanta's first win on the season, Minnesota's first loss. Let's see here. Okay, let's take a look here. All right, Penix hands off to Algier, who gets up the middle, gets about 7 yards, and that's going to be 2nd and 3 from the Atlanta 10. So next week, the Vikings play the Bengals at 1 o'clock. On next Sunday, the Bengals play the... I can't talk right now. The Vikings will play the Bengals. They'll host them next week. And the Falcons will travel to Carolina and take on the Panthers. Both games at 1 o'clock. So that's the 2-minute warning. And that... and barring a minor miracle, that should be the end of the game. That should be the end of this terrible, terrible game. I didn't even realize I had the wrong score. There we go. 22-6. 22-6, and that's probably going to be the final. Alrighty. Well, we're pretty much going to wrap it up here after this game's over. Just get the last of my water. I don't mind having my mask off. It's not a big deal. But, yeah, it's self-confidence. I got bad teeth. Shouldn't have to look at them. I'm not going to make you look at them. Let me check the... I honestly don't know if... I'm looking at YouTube. YouTube is so friggin' far behind. It's like 10 or 15 seconds behind my actual feed. So I was just sitting there. I didn't know if I was moving or not. Why am I looking up here? The camera's not up here. It's down here. Hi. Hi, camera. No, I don't like that. You see my... I look big fat. All right. That's fine. That's, I don't know. Yeah, the last little bit of this game is just getting me futzing with my, okay, they stuff. I didn't even know that was algae or not. Okay, next week, like I said, the Falcons are at the Panthers, and the Vikings host Cincinnati. And the Vikings host the Bengals, who will likely be without Joe Burrow, who might be getting surgery on his toe, which that sucks for the. Which really opens up the North for. Anyway, 3rd and 1. Penix in the backfield. Algier gets the ball, and he's going to be stuffed. He's going to get down to the. He's not going to quite get a first down. So it's now 4th and 1. You know, I'm just going to say, you might be in a pretty good position if you didn't use all 3 of your timeouts on one possession. Oh, it doesn't make any sense to me. I'm so glad that I'm a Lions fan. I don't have to deal with this crap. At least the Lions won this week. Didn't just win, dominated, destroyed the Bears. Thank goodness. Just got to deal with the Packers. It's just basically between the Lions and the Packers now. So, and the Falcons will take their 2nd time out for whatever reason. What do they care? It's so weird. Why? I don't know. Anyway, 2nd time out. So they got 1 timeout remaining. But now they have 10 timeouts. Oh my god. No, I'm just kidding. How'd they get so many timeouts? Because I gave them to them. Oh gosh. So it's not a bad game until like halfway through the 3rd quarter. The first half was not bad. It was a defensive struggle. But then the Vikings just could not stop getting out of their own damn way. McCarthy, 11 for 21 tonight, 158 and 2 interceptions, and a fumble. Punter back to do punting things. Kick is up. It's going to be fair. Oh, no. Never mind. Fair catch. Calls for a fair catch. Muffs it. Falcons recover. This game's over. You've got to be kidding me. This game is over. Good night, everybody. That was so stupid. You know what? Yeah, there's 20 seconds left. No, there isn't. There isn't. There's not 20 seconds left. There is nothing left. This is over. Final. There's your final from the U.S. Bank in Minnesota. The Falcons defeat the Vikings 22-6 in a really crappy game. Oh boy. It was half of like interesting football and then a half of crap. That was awful. Oh boy. Well, I'd like to thank those of you who actually showed up. I do want to thank you. All like 3 or 5 of you. I don't know, whatever. But hey, whatever. Hey, next week, if you're watching this on like a replay or whatever, pardon me. Hey, and why the hell not? I'll leave you with some puppies. With some puppies. Oh, look at the puppies. Ah. Oh my gosh, they're so cute. Oh, I love you, the little puppies. Yeah, I'll turn the volume up. You know what? Yeah. Or maybe I won't. I don't know. Alright. Alright, tell you what. Alright, well, thank you very much for watching. I've been Saint Rocket. Until next time, thank you for your cooperation. Good night.